you ever wondered why, even though you believe you lead a completely normal life, your body feels heavier, more tired, and more worn out every morning? Why your energy seems to slip away like water through your fingers, while your desire to share intimate moments fades almost without you noticing? You're not alone. Many men over 60 start their day with a breakfast that seems harmless, even comforting, but in reality acts like a silent poison that consumes your vitality and damages your arteries without you noticing the harm until it's too late. Today, I want to tell you something that almost no one dares to say clearly. That sweet bread that comforts you so much, those churros that crunch between your teeth, that tamale overflowing with fat that accompanies your coffee, are deeply linked to high cholesterol, chronic fatigue, and yes, erectile dysfunction that so many men suffer in silence and shame. Maybe this sounds exaggerated to you, but I assure you it's not. What you eat for breakfast every morning could be sealing your fate toward a sick heart, stiff arteries, and an intimate life without strength or passion. I want you to imagine, for a moment, waking up with the certainty that your circulation is working perfectly, that your blood flows without obstacles, that your mind stays clear, and your body responds with the power you thought was lost forever. It's not an illusion, it's the direct result of choosing the right fuel to start your day. If you feel uncomfortable right now, that's normal. No one wants to admit that something as everyday as breakfast can turn you into a vulnerable man, with reduced defenses, subjected to a tiredness that sleep doesn't cure. But you need to know the truth, even if it's uncomfortable, because it's the only way to recover your vitality and intimate health. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt that, despite having slept 8 full hours, your body wakes up just as exhausted? That your mind takes a long time to activate, that it's hard to concentrate, and when the moment of intimacy arrives, you simply don't respond like before? This wear and tear doesn't come out of nowhere. It's the accumulated effect of years of breakfasts, rich in refined flours, burnt oils, and sugars that sabotage your energy, damage your arteries, and silently reduce your performance. If you're thinking now that you've eaten like this your whole life and nothing bad has happened, allow me to reveal something that very few want to accept. Deterioration doesn't happen overnight. It's a stealthy process. First, you notice your cholesterol rising. Then, high blood pressure appears. Later, circulation problems begin that reduce blood flow throughout your body, including that part you find so hard to admit is failing. And do you know what's most worrying? Many of these foods, like sweetbread or churros, contain hydrogenated fats capable of inflaming your blood vessels, making them more rigid and causing micro-injuries that, over time, obstruct circulation. The very circulation that keeps your muscles and your sexual organ oxygenated. The same circulation that makes you feel strong, clear-headed, capable. But here comes something even more surprising. Although the food industry makes you believe these products are tradition, in reality, they are ultra-processed products that your body is not designed to digest in excess. And every time you consume them, you activate an inflammatory response that raises your bad cholesterol, your triglycerides, and your risk of your heart failing to function as it should. Now, I want you to think about something that probably no one has told you straight. Many men think erectile dysfunction is an isolated problem, almost a natural punishment for aging. But it's not like that. In most cases, it's a symptom of a diseased circulatory system. When your arteries are rigid and blocked by fat, your ability to have a firm and prolonged erection decreases. That's why I want you to understand that it's not a matter of masculinity or age. It's a matter of vascular health, nutrition, and prevention. Do you realize the importance of what you choose for breakfast? Every spoonful, every bite, every sip you take at the start of your day can be an opportunity to heal or to continue feeding that silent inflammation. And I don't want you to blame yourself. For decades, we've been sold the idea that a breakfast loaded with sugars and fried foods is a symbol of affection, a family tradition. But today, you have the opportunity to break that cycle and make different decisions. Decisions that protect your heart, your brain, and your intimate life. I want you to imagine for a moment that you stop feeling that heaviness in your legs when walking. That sensation of shortness of breath disappears when climbing stairs, and that when night falls, you discover your body responds with a strength you thought forgotten. I'm not talking about miracle drugs or impossible diets. I'm talking about a real, simple, and deeply effective change that starts with what you put on your plate every morning. And here comes the part I'm most interested in sharing with you. A nutritious breakfast doesn't have to be expensive, boring, or complicated. You can prepare it with ingredients easily found in any local market. Foods with which your body reconciles instead of fighting. I'm going to teach you how you can substitute those churros, that sweet bread, or that greasy tamale for options that clean your arteries, activate your circulation, and provide essential nutrients for your male vitality. But before I tell you the details, I want you to understand how much these traditional breakfasts are a threat that no one dares to point out. Did you know that a single churro can contain more trans fats than an entire day of healthy eating? That a tamale made with lard can exceed the number of calories your body needs all morning, leaving you in a state of drowsiness and glucose spikes that damage your blood vessels. And the most disturbing thing, this process, repeated day after day, year after year, is one of the main causes of erectile dysfunction that today may already be starting to limit your intimate life. I know this topic can be uncomfortable. Many men prefer not to talk about it, convinced it's something to accept in silence. But let me tell you something, you don't have to resign yourself. Because male intimate health depends largely on cardiovascular health. And that cardiovascular health starts every morning with the first decision you make sitting down to breakfast. Imagine you decide today to change that routine, that instead of fried bread and sugars, you choose fresh foods, rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and fiber. Foods that nourish your blood, keep your arteries flexible, provide steady energy throughout the day, and help you regain confidence in your body. And what are those foods? I'm going to explain in detail because you deserve to know everything without taboos or half-truths. One of the pillars of a healthy breakfast is whole oatmeal, which contains beta-glucans capable of naturally reducing bad cholesterol. When you consume it every morning, your liver processes fats better, and your blood cleanses itself of that excess lipid that clogs your arteries. You can combine oatmeal with low glycemic index fruits, such as berries or apples, which provide antioxidants and essential vitamins to protect your circulatory system. Add a handful of raw walnuts or almonds, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are true balms for your heart and blood flow. If you prefer something savory, you can prepare a toast of 100% whole rye bread, spread with fresh avocado and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. This simple breakfast contains healthy fats that nourish your blood vessels and provide sustained energy without glucose spikes. And if you worry about not feeling full, include a boiled or scrambled egg with spinach. The egg is a complete source of protein and choline, a key nutrient for metabolism and brain function. Also, its vitamin D content is associated with more stable hormone levels, which directly impacts your intimate performance. Now, imagine your day starting with this combination of clean and nutritious foods. Think about how your body receives that message of care and respect. How your circulation activates, your mind clears, and your confidence begins to be reborn. Because every decision you make at breakfast is an investment in your energy, your cardiovascular health, and your male potency. I know many men feel resistance to changing deeply ingrained habits. Maybe you think a healthy breakfast means sacrifice. But I want you to know it's quite the opposite. It's an act of dignity toward yourself, a way to honor your health and show that your well-being doesn't have to deteriorate with age. I invite you to reflect for a moment. How many times have you postponed caring for your heart and your energy, convinced nothing was wrong? How many mornings have you felt your body asking for a change, but you chose the familiar, even though it harms you? Today you have the opportunity to make a different decision. A decision that can give you back years of vitality, mental clarity, and confidence in your own body. If you're interested in me continuing to share more details with you about how to create breakfasts that protect your health and boost your male energy, tell me in the comments. And remember that the time to take care of yourself isn't tomorrow or the day after. It's now. Because every day you choose to ignore these small warnings, you're losing a chance to feel alive, strong, and fully capable again. If you found this content helpful, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos with practical and clear information on how to recover your health, your energy, and your male potency without taboos or detours. And I would love to know your opinion. Tell me in the comments what you usually have for breakfast every morning, and if after hearing this, you're considering making any changes. Your experience can inspire other men who are also looking for a real transformation in their lives.